Hello guys, hello everybody. Okay, welcome back to another live video guys. Just testing the mic, okay, making sure you guys can hear me well. Alright, and we are live. Alright, so welcome back to another video guys. Okay, it's your boy here, your live stream, your host here, Chen today again, and as usual I will be analyzing the markets. It has been hectic. It has been a really, a turbulent previous week, and currently for this week, I hope that things and price can actually start to stabilize for us to look for some potential setups. Okay, and later on, I will go through some potential setups that I have shortlisted myself. So without further ado, let's delve right into the charts, guys, shall we? So let me talk about euro dollar first before anything else. So on the euro dollar, we see that price actually taken out this low over here. Okay, although it ultimately still respected this demand zone on the higher time frame. Okay, on the lower time frame, you can see that there's a demand zone here, and price actually respected it. This was actually followed by some crazy strong momentum upwards due to the FOMC meeting, and the FOMC meeting actually printed 25 bips as speculated and priced in by the market, and that's also one of the reasons why euro dollar actually shot up. And I believe that there's more room for it to continue going up because of the very clear interest rate differential between the ECBs and the Fed. Okay, so just a very clear bias for you guys. Okay, so I believe that the euro dollar can continue heading up. So if I were to look on the lower time frame, let's talk about the 4-hour time frame. Okay, we will be seeing, or I will be anticipating for price to continue heading up. Okay, and price have already rejected off this area of this very key area of support. And if you're looking on the lower time frame, on a higher time frame, on a daily time frame, we see this area being respected, and currently price is bullish. However, I am not a fan of the liquidity that's building up on the downside. So I do believe that Euro USD have potential to actually continue downwards. This entire liquidity zone is not something that I am very looking forward to. Okay, so if I were to go on to down to the 1-hour time frame, we just see a mess and a range and some really shaky and disgusting price action on the euro dollar. However, my personal forecast is that I believe price can continue heading up. However, if you look at the FIBs, let's just draw the FIBs for you guys to see and to take a quick look. We actually see the FIB reacting off the 0.5 region very, very nicely. If we are looking at the weekly time frame, okay, we see price potentially continue coming up to actually conduct a proper wick fill method. Okay, so that area could potentially be clear for any of you guys looking for longs position. However, the week has just began. Don't forget that this is a Monday. Okay, so because it's a Monday, so do be very vigilant, because price can just flip downwards and go down for a deeper retracement before heading back up. Okay, so there's multiple scenarios to the euro dollar. Let me mark that out. So it can continue moving upwards, or it can go down for retracement before heading back up. So let's see what price does and what price shows us. As for the important news this week, there's not much important news. I would say there's consumer confidence coming out, okay, and there's perhaps PCE price index coming up as well. But apart from that, it's definitely much quieter compared to last week. And we definitely will be looking for price to stabilize and for price to really come and tone down before heading into another direction again. Okay, so I do believe that this bullish momentum can continue heading up to clear and possibly form a new high. Let me just mark that out as red at 1.10342 area. Okay, so that will be my chart on the euro dollar. However, if I were to go to the other charts to take a quick look, let me perhaps go to the chart on AU. Alright, AU, perfect. So I'm currently on the AU chart. Okay, so first things first, we do see a bearish trend here. So how am I able to see this bearish trend here? It is because we see that this area here has actually been broken. This break of structure has been cleared. Okay, there is a very strong clear sign that this structure has been shifted bearish, and I do believe that the AUD, USD have potential to actually come lower to actually clear the low below and form a new low right here. Okay, so if many of you guys actually is wondering why there is so much bearish momentum coming in onto the Aussie dollar, it is also because of reasons like the interest rates, because Aussie has actually in its most recent monetary stance has actually spoken out on its dovish stance in the market, and that actually also led to a decline in the market on the AUD USD. So looking at a technical perspective over here, price have already broken structure, and I believe that there is more room for it to continue heading down. So if I were to actually go on the lower time frame to take a look, so we see that price is in some kind of range, and the previous hourly candle actually closed very bearish. Okay, and also actually led to a break of structure on the lower time frame. So on the 4 hours time frame, we see price closing bearish as well, and I do believe that there is some further downside potential, and I do actually foresee price actually coming down to clear this low over here. So there is an area that I would like to keep an eye on. Okay, so let me go down to the perhaps the 30 minutes and the 1 hour time frame to give you guys a clearer look. So on the 1 hour time frame, we actually on the 30 minutes time frame, we see price coming up to clear these equal highs, okay, right above here, followed by a very strong bearish momentum coming all the way down, and this bearish momentum actually taken out the low over here. So that would be a very clear sign that that has been a change of market, or change of character, or a change in market structure and sentiments. So because that this area actually led to a bearish movement all the way down, which technically broken structure, I do believe that there is more downside pressure on the Aussie dollar. However, as you may see, price is currently retracing, and we could potentially be in some kind of retracement before price were to continue heading down. So if I were to be looking for any form of entries on the Aussie dollar, let me go down to the lower time frames. On the 15 minutes, we see that there is an upper wick that's have yet to be formed, and do bear in mind that the 4 hour just opened. Okay, and I do believe Aussie dollar can continue heading down, and as for very valid reasons as well. So if I want to look for some potential sell entry on the Aussie dollar over here, let me go down to the hour. Okay, so we do see on the 1 minute time frame, price is in some kind of retracement. Okay, we do see price being in some kind of retracement here, and we do see price actually reacting off this supply zone very nicely. So many times we could potentially see this high being cleared before seeing some further bearish price action coming onto the Aussie dollar. Okay, so personally for me, I believe price have potential to continue heading down to 0.66301. If not, I will be keeping an eye out. I will be keeping a lookout for price to move in any form or direction. Okay, so there will be the forecast on the Aussie dollar. However, if we were to go to another chart, let's talk about USD JPY. So for this specific chart over here, it has been very bearish as of last week. Okay, we do see price actually, pardon all these lines, let me just delete these lines. So we do see price actually taking this low out here with this wick rejection. Okay, so a wick, I mean WICK, okay, wick rejection, and we do see a very strong bullish momentum coming up on the dollar yen. Okay, and I do foresee price actually continue heading up to this area of supply over here. So that would be an area where I will be looking at. So potentials is, I do believe that the dollar can potentially continue its strength as of last week, and it is very interesting for me to see where it can potentially pan out and where it can continue to react. Overall, I do believe that, for the euro dollar, okay, there's more potential for some upside strength. However, as of right now, as of right current price action, okay, I do see that there could be more to the dollar strength. So that'll be it from me today, guys. Okay, do subscribe to Olympus Academy. It is, my name Chen, okay, and I'm your host today, and it's a pleasure to have you guys. Okay, do keep a lookout on my streams, okay, because I do stream very often and give some market insights on as to what is about to happen in the market. Okay, so apart from that, thank